Guantanamo is not necessary to keep America safe. That's how President Obama himself described the situation at Guantanamo Bay this week at a press conference. He went on to say, quote, "It is expensive, it is inefficient, it hurts us in terms of our international standing." Now, as of today, more than 100 detainees at Guantanamo Bay continue on their hunger strike, and of those, 23 are being tied down and forcibly fed through tubes inserted into their noses. You were there recently. Just how bad is it, and what's happening at Gitmo?
Well, it's getting pretty bad, especially in Camp 6, which had been sort of held up as this ideal of what they really wanted to do at Guantanamo. Detainees were living in this communal environment, and they actually they were free to roam around within their cell block for 22 hours of the day and had access to this soccer field for 22 hours of the day. And there was just a 2-hour period in the night where they were required to be in their individual cells so the guards could get in there. But after some issues with the guard force taking away some materials, some personal photos, apparently, and also a disputed account of exactly what happened when they were searching the Qurans. The detainees decided to sort of protest. And because of that, they wouldn't actually let the guard force go in for that 2-hour period into the units during the night. They also covered up all the cameras so they couldn't, the guards really couldn't get a sense of what was actually happening in there. And, this is going on for a while. You had a lot of the military sort of dismissing this at first and saying, that essentially this was, that some of the people who were hunger striking were cheating and that they were, sneaking trail mix and that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, and on that point, I mean, there was a spokesman, I just wanted to pick up quickly, there was a spokesman who told CBS that this was an utter fabrication, the hunger strike itself, and that you said, they were sneaking trail mix and nuts, and this was all just kind of for posturing. I mean, why do you think that deflection, what is that trying to achieve? I mean, is the military trying to continue to frame them as terrorists and therefore to downplay any rights that they should have in the justice system?
Yeah, sure. I think one of the issues there could have been an issue of miscommunication between some of the people who are actually talking to the press and the people who are actually running the facility. I don't think that, from what I've just sort of gathered, I don't think that a lot of the people who were actually putting out these statements were being well informed by the people who are actually running the facility, because they were putting out these numbers of recognized hunger strikers, but the recognized hunger strikers was a really small amount of the actual number of detainees who were hunger striking. And sort of when you heard these figures that a lot of the lawyers for Guantanamo detainees were throwing out there, 130 right. Detainees were hunger striking. It sort of sounded a little. It was tough to believe. And when you looked at the number that the military was recognizing, probably the truth was somewhere in between. But as it turned out, the lawyers were much more accurate than
right.
The military actually.